everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I have a Wet n Wild product. So that was Wet n Wild product, by the way, if you didn't know my weird singing. But I have the Wet n Wild Coverall Liquid Concealer Wand. So Wet n Wild has become available at farmers in New Zealand, which is great because I've never been able to get my hands on it unless I buy it online, but shipping is so expensive. So I've just gotten it at the drugstore today, picked it up, so I thought I would give it a go. So here is the packaging here, if you're not familiar with the Wet n Wild concealers. This is it here. I got it in shade light, and it's just got a standardized doe foot. It doesn't actually smell like anything, so that's good. And I'll just do a wee... Oh, it's very, very soft and creamy. Like, it went on very nicely. Like, it feels quite thin and like quite a lightweight formula. Here it is here, so I'll just rub it in. See if it's got some coverage. I got scratched by a dog today, so see if it kind of covers that. It does blend in nicely. It doesn't... It's kind of like a very, very light coverage, but it did blend in very nicely. It's kind of matches my skin tone really well, so that's kind of good but scary at the same time because I want it to brighten, not like match my skin. But that is shade light there. Alrighty, so now I'll put it on my face. Like, it blended in so well on my hand. So now I will try it on my face. So I'll just kind of... It goes on really nicely. Like, the doe foot is just like a little bit bigger than the normal doe foots that I use. And it's, like, quite good at evenly distributing the product. I do feel like you have to dip a million times. So this is my third dip now that I've had to dip in just to get a lot of the product out. But I mean, it was $6.99, so I can't really complain. How many? You get 7.15 mils, so that's pretty standard for a concealer. But I'm just having to dip in like a million times. It's nice and cooling as well. It's not like super melty or anything. I do think, like, I do feel like I can feel it drying, which I'm kind of like, shit, get me a beauty blender. But I can definitely feel it drying on my face. Like, I can feel it getting hard, which is kind of terrifying. Alright. Looking at myself in my big mirror in front of me, I don't think it's actually done much. I feel like, if anything, I've kind of just like buffed it off. Like, it hasn't like stuck on very well. I'm just going to dampen my beauty blender a little bit more to see if that'll help. But it's kind of like buffed away, if anything, if you can kind of see there. I just get a concealer brush and try and rub this in with it and see how that goes in. I've never actually used a concealer brush, so bear with me. So yeah, the product just kind of moves around. It blends like a little bit, if you can see there how it is actually blending in. I feel like the beauty blender definitely did take some off because I can notice the product is on there. I'll just use this brush because this brush seems to be doing the trick. Because I'm like, I don't want it to dry on my face. Okay, my beauty blender's like damp enough. I'm going to take over now. It's definitely covered the splotches, like the splotchiness on my nose, so that's really good. I guess I kind of left it a while for it to get like tacky on my face, so that's like a good thing. Oh, I have a line like there. Why do I have a line? Ooh. So it didn't really cover above that piece of my eyebrow there. Oh my god, my skin probably looks awful up this close. So I'm just going to kind of put another layer under here just because I feel like it didn't stick enough because of my beauty blender like mushing it away. And then you can kind of see up close how it works. So I feel like it hasn't, like, it's a very lightweight formula. It's not like a super full coverage. Like, it says Coverall on it, so... Like, you know, it says Coverall, so it's like, it wants to cover it all, but it clearly is just like a lightweight formula. But for $6.99, you can't really complain. That is 100% better. I think this one would be better if you double layered it. See, look at that. That is way better. So I've blended it in under my eyes. I've put in 2 layers under my eyes, and I think that that's covered them pretty well. I've only put 1 layer like around my brows, and I think that that's covered it reasonably well. It didn't cover above this part of my brow, which I really don't understand why it didn't cover it. Like, I don't really need concealer there, but I normally put it there anyway. Don't ask me why, but I just do. But yeah, it's gone on nicely with 2 layers. Like, I think it's got enough coverage for me. It's definitely brightened my face a little bit, given it a little bit extra coverage. But yeah, it's very lightweight. So what I'll do now is I'll do the rest of my face, powder, set, do it all, and then come back and see what it looks like on my face, see if I look like normal. So here's my face. So I feel like my face looks pretty normal. Like, I feel like it's definitely, the concealer's definitely covered underneath. I've never had to put on 2 layers before, but you've got to note this was $6.99. Most concealers are like $30 in New Zealand, so $6.99 is incredibly dirt cheap. That's so cheap. Even my LA Girl, which is like $9 or $10, is that, like, that's amazing, don't get me wrong, but this is cheaper. And if you just need 2 layers and you get the same result, why not? Like, I think this is definitely the next like big thing to hit New Zealand, because in New Zealand, if you go to Farmers, that's pretty much like the drugstore, or Kmart, and they'll have like BYS, which is like a cheaper one, and Elf is kind of a cheaper one, but otherwise apart from that, like NYX would be the cheapest one at Farmers. Like, there's not many big brands like out there, and there's no like Sephora or anything like that we can go to. So it's really awesome that Farmers have teamed up with WetNWild and have them in their stores, because now I can get this concealer and my face looks snatched and it's gone on nicely. My pros for it is that it definitely works. You don't, like, if you don't like full coverage, it's not as intense and you can build it up. It's very buildable. It doesn't have a scent. It's not super thick. It's nice and lightweight, and it works. Cons is that it dries very quickly, but then I was like mucking about, so and that you have to use a few layers, I suppose. It's not just like a 1 coverage thing, and it is quite a light coverage, and I'm used to full coverages, or I like full coverages, so that's my cons. But the pros definitely outweigh the cons, and I really do enjoy this product. Like, I think it's gone on really nicely. I quite like it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys think it's worked very nicely, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like this. And if you're still here, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!